Hey everyone, welcome back to some more esports talk. Some big news this morning, as you can now be an owner of FaZe Clan yourself. That's right, with FaZe now merging with B. Riley Principal, we are going to see FaZe being publicly traded on the stock market.
We've grown and evolved so much over the last 11 years into a global lifestyle and media platform.
We really couldn't have done it
without you guys,
the fans.
You guys are FaZe Clan.
And so that's why we're excited to share this announcement personally with you.
FaZe Clan
is going to become a public company.
FaZe Clan is going to become a public company.
It's going to be on Wall Street, guys.
And without you guys, obviously, this would never be possible.
This is a natural next step in the growth of FaZe.
And the growth of what FaZe Clan is.
The team that came from making trick shots is now going public. How crazy is that?
This isn't just a big moment for us in FaZe Clan.
It's a huge moment for everybody who grew up on the internet with us.
We've grown up with you guys.
This is really something we've all created together.
This is your company, your brand.
And without you guys, we would never be here.
I'm so proud of my entire team here at FaZe for being a part of something so incredible. It means the world to us, man.
That's it for now.
I hope everyone's as excited about this as we are.
So as I said, and as you saw in that video, that yes now means that FaZe stonks are in fact a real thing at this point. In the article listed on their website, they said that the estimated transaction proceeds of approximately $291 million will be used to fund FaZe Clan's global multi-platform growth strategy spanning content, gaming, entertainment, and consumer products, including potential acquisitions. So right off the bat, you see that FaZe is getting a huge chunk of change just by signing this deal. They're getting this $291 million just to put into everything they're already doing, whether that is re-signing players, making more content. Who knows what they're going to do with the $291 million. But as we know, FaZe Clan has done a lot of really big business moves and collaborations, so I imagine that's going to be put to use just to expand their reach even further and to do bigger and better things. The combined company is expected to have an implied equity valuation of approximately $1 billion, inclusive of nearly $275 million in cash on its balance sheet. The existing FaZe Clan stockholders will own 68% of the equity interest, all of whom are expected to roll 100% of their equity into the combined company. And this really is a big deal because there's so much to talk about with it. I mean, the first comparison that you can make, obviously, is looking at traditional sports teams. There's not a ton in North America that are publicly traded. Of course, we have the Packers. You could look at the Braves, the Knicks, the Rangers, I think. And so there's not a lot, and I think there's a reason for that. Even though this does make your fans into almost super fans, right? Your fans become investors, therefore they want you to do better because in turn they financially do better as well. That also goes the other direction and takes a very dangerous turn where, say something happens, I mean, I hate to bring this back up, but say all these investors are invested into FaZe and then say the kids happened. You imagine that the stocks are going to plummet at that point and people are going to be even more pissed than they already were. However, let's look at the good side of that and we'll see that maybe that means there's more accountability for the company because there are investors at this point and it is publicly traded. And so it's just going to be a little bit sticky, but overall, I think it'll lead to people that are more and more, no pun intended, like I said, invested in FaZe Clan. They say with that $291 million that they're getting from this deal up front, that they plan to use it to further diversify its revenue streams with user monetization, expansion of global footprint, and investment in new growth opportunities across the creator economy and emerging technologies, in addition to a robust acquisition strategy that will only strengthen the company's flywheel. It is expected to close in the first quarter of 2022, and the combined company will be led by Lee Trink. Lee Trink was quoted saying, "This transaction will provide us capital and access to the public markets, which will help us accelerate the expansion of our multi-platform and monetization strategy. We are so grateful to the millions of loyal fans who have helped us take FaZe Clan to the next level." And I have to say, my one concern with that is when you talk about emerging technologies, of course, the first place my head goes to is NFTs and the NFT market. And so maybe we'll be seeing FaZe Clan get involved in this in some new way. Of course, it seems like they're wanting to branch into different things at this point with this large amount of capital that they have. I am just curious how this is going to play out. I think we've seen Astralis do this, which it did not go super well for them, where they started out at a really good point, but now I think they're at about half of that. So maybe they get this chunk of change at first, but their stocks might drop. We don't know how this is going to play out in the long run. What happens when your all-star COD team someone leaves it? What happens when Arc City leaves? Do people now want to not invest because they're just following a specific player or maybe a specific creator? Who knows? We'll have to see. This is going to be a great impression for esports on the mainstream world, and of course I think it'll be used as a blueprint in days to come for other companies that are looking to do the same thing. If this is a huge success story, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw other esports organizations end up doing the same thing. So let me know what you guys think about all this. It is pretty crazy. You can now be an owner of FaZe Clan yourself. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.